Okay, it's interesting how you talk about Daz being at the Universal Amphitheater situation with No Limit, you guys, even though he was there with Snoop. But I know it's a little bit down the line, but can you tell me more about when Daz and Suge had their final fallout that made Daz leave the label for good?
All right, so we got to backtrack a little bit. So this is all like in '98, I think. Daz did leave after that. Daz called man, said, Reggie, I come up there beating and slapping on my cousin and this, and I ain't y'all no more and all of that. I ain't coming to no video shoot. No problem, Daz. Cool. Okay, Daz. I wanted to do this anyway. I was glad. That's when I came up with the idea to do that video. It's called It Might Sound So Crazy, the animation video, and did that video for that single on It Might Sound Crazy animated. If y'all know there's one thing that kills Daz and one thing that Daz loved is the camera. Daz was big on cameras back then. Daz was really a kind of innovator of all of this cheap camera stuff. Because Daz back in '98, '99 was talking about, I can get a camera for $10,000 and do a video to every song on my album. I gotta give Daz credit for that. That's how Daz was thinking back in '99, '98. But anyway, so Daz, he didn't, so we stopped fucking with Daz for a minute. For a minute. But he was still under contract, still needed money, and we needed a producer and all of that, and hadn't brought Hutch back in yet. So anyway, me and Daz, we started back fucking with each other. That's how we got the Fool, Mac Shine, and all of them. We started back with Priest and Superfly. That's what it was. Because we was going to do an album, a song on Superfly. I forget the name of that song. I think we ended up putting it out on one of the soundtracks on Priest. Because he was really Daz's artist. And that was signed to us in the deal that we had with Daz. And so we stopped messing with Daz for about 4 or 5 months or whatever. And then Daz eventually came back. That's how we got him. That's how we got him. I wanted Crooked Eye bad. Big C Style had Crooked Eye. Daz had Superfly. Those were the two artists that we wanted. And so that's when I made a deal with C Style and Daz and was calling them DPG Records, I think. Something like that. We did an ad in the source and everything. And I think that's what's in your background right there. Where we was creating them a label up under Death Row, mainly because we was pissing off Snoop, trying to blow Daz up as a big time producer, like he winning over here. And that's when we did the red and blue rags, the blood rag and the crip rag, like shaking hands or tied together. And that was their record label with us. And that's when we started taking care of Big Steve Style, and that's how we got the rights to their both albums through that deal. And we messed with them for a little while, but then I pissed them off when I did a cross out. That's when Big C Style got mad. We did it and we put some people on it and we crossed out, I think, from DPG. We crossed out Snoop name and I forget who the other person was. Was it Corrupt? Somebody else. We did some cross out. Nate Dogg. We corrupted Nate Dogg and for that, then still Big Steve Style was like, Red, why you do that, man? You can't be doing that. You causing problems. And then that's when we was like kind of through with them for a minute. But during that time also, Daz went up there to talk to Suge. And so now Daz wanted to do an album on himself. And this was when he coming up with, he gonna do videos and on every song and throw it out. I think MySpace might starting to blow up or something. Somehow he was gonna start putting videos out and doing $10,000, $15,000 videos. And I remember sitting in the interview room and Suge looked at Daz and said, Daz, you're a hell of a producer, man. Probably one of the best ones out here, producers. I'm never, ever going to do a solo album on you again in life. And Daz was like, no, I got these songs, I got these hits, I got this, I got this. He had this song with Usher that was blowing up on the radio, and that might have been a little later, earlier or something like that. But Daz was really believing he was a producer slash rap artist. Daz was like, Suge was like, no, I swear to God on everything I love. Daz stood up, there had tears in his eyes, and walked out of the visiting room. And that's when Daz and C-Style got cut off from that point on. So yeah, that's what happened with Daz.